In this video, we'll be hiking in Swatara State Park to the Bordner Cabin, and then afterwards, we're going to show you Boxcar Rocks, which is on some of the state game land. And today I'm hiking with another YouTuber, so I'll introduce you to him in a moment. Hey guys, so I'm here with Dave from PATimberGhost, right?
Yeah.
And then what's your other channel?
PATimberGhost 1, PATimberGhost 2, PATimberGhost 3, Random Thoughts.
Okay, so we're here at Swatara State Park, and we're going to hike to the Bordner Cabin. Yeah, do you want to say anything about your channel or?
No, not really.
No? Okay. So I want to give you a little bit of information about Swatara State Parks. This is 3,520 acres here, and the state of Pennsylvania acquired the park in 1987. The park has some interesting things in it. There's the Bordner Cabin, there's former canal ruins in the park, remains of locks and dams are visible. You can do kayaking in Swatara Creek. There's bike trails, multi-use trails, 34 miles of hiking trails here. So this cabin was built by hand by Armar Bordner. This is a rustic hand-hewn log cabin. One of the highlights for me of the cabin is just this window. It looks like it could be a painting or a photograph of the falls, and you have just this awesome view. And the whole time you're in the cabin, you really hear the strong sound of the waterfall and the rushing water going by. It's very peaceful. So this took about 2.5 years to build this cabin. The man who built it was a retired woodshop teacher, and he had some help from his students using logs and stone on site. A really interesting thing is he admired Frank Lloyd Wright, and he used the cantilever design to extend the porch over the Rattling Run. So this area was taken by eminent domain for the park, but the agreement that he negotiated with the park was that he could remain until his death. He passed here at the age 90 in 1994, and they said that he passed looking at the falls from his bedroom window. So this cabin is cared for by the Swatara Watershed Association. They remove the windows and they care for the cabin. They encourage you to come and sit and enjoy the views. There's picnic tables in here, but I think it's really cool that this is open for access for people to enjoy. If you plan to visit the cabin, be sure to bring yourself a headlamp or a flashlight or something like that. I packed my headlamp at home. I tested it and it worked, but then I think the battery must have been almost dying because when it got out in the cold, it was completely dead and worthless. So don't make my mistake. This cabin is so cool. Dave was awesome. He brought a light, so I'm actually able to see things, but it's a really beautiful cabin. So we've been getting some pretty nice spring weather in Pennsylvania, but the morning of this hike, it was in the 30s. So you definitely had to bundle up. We both had on lots of layers to just try to stay warm in the cold weather. So after we were done at Swatara, we went over to Boxcar Rocks, which was about a 10-minute drive. All right, so now we're on state game land and we're going to the Boxcar Rocks, which you can see behind us, right?
The whalehead sticking out on this side.
And this was a really short hike to get here, right? We think maybe half a mile, if even.
Maybe half a mile.
Yeah.
Right off of Gold Mine Road.
All right, so let's go check it out. So the Boxcar Rocks are on state game lands number 211. This is in Cold Spring Township. And these are conglomerate boulders perched high above the Stony Valley. And the nickname of Boxcar Rocks came from the 1940s. Harry Lent said that they were a railroad wreck of boxcars. That's what the rock formations look like to him. So the formation here is about 300 million years old or more. These are quartz pebble conglomerate rock, and they have this blocky appearance. And then there's all these cracks in the rock where the weaker rocks eroded away. So Dave was able to climb all the way up under the formation known as the Whale's Head. I was a little bit too chicken. Some of the gaps in the rock were just too big for me, so I didn't end up going up that way, but I did climb on some of the other formations. So I think if you want to visit Boxcar Rocks, you should definitely have a buddy with you. I think it would be really easy to twist an ankle or get stuck between the boulders, and you're in an isolated area where you're not going to be able to have someone come across you or get help. So I really think it's important to come here with another person if you want to come and climb on these rocks and explore it. So this was a really awesome day getting to hike with Dave from PATimberGhost. It's always great to chat with another YouTuber, talk kind of shop, and then also just talk about how awesome Pennsylvania is, all the different hiking spots. And Dave's a pretty interesting guy. He does a lot of hunting and just very knowledgeable about the outdoors. So if you get a chance, go over and check out his PATimberGhost Channels. He's got 3 of them. So this was actually my 68th Pennsylvania State Park that I visited. I wasn't able to get the stamp, so I'm going to write to the state park and see if they can send it to me in the mail. But yeah, I'm going to keep going on my journey to visit all the Pennsylvania state parks if I can. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.